All right, so last week we learned about the properties of soil, and hopefully if you watched my video, you went out and in your backyard to try to determine what type of soil is in your backyard. If not, we're moving on to animal adaptations. So first thing I want you to do, so here's what we did last week, and you should be on your next available page. Y'all know I like to do that on the right-hand side because I'm right-handed, but if you want to flip on the back of your soil properties page because you're left-handed, then that's fine too. So our title is Adaptations. And I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. Let me focus real quick. If you need to go back and stop it, that's fine. Okay. So our definition of adaptations is when a plant or animal changes so that it can survive in its habitat. When a plant or animal changes so that it can survive in its habitat. Now, there are two types of adaptations that we want to focus on. So as you're looking at your assignments and the videos and things that I've posted for you, I want you to keep this in mind when you're thinking about adaptations. Two different types, behavioral and physical. First, we will go over behavioral adaptations. And again, you don't have to change the color. This is just me trying to make the words appear a little more interesting. Behavioral. And that is when a plant or animal changes how it acts. So if you watch the video that I just posted for you about adaptations, it is one of my most favorite videos of all time, but if you watch that, you know that adaptations are changes in the body to fit a location. So this is the animal changing how it acts so it can survive. So some of these examples are, and I'm writing kind of big, so this may be a 2-pager, but we'll see if we can fit everything on one page. First, migration. And what is migration? That is when birds fly south for the winter. You know what's interesting is we're coming up on hurricane season. My mom always used to tell me birds know when bad weather's coming. And it's true. If you know bad weather's coming, sometimes you'll see big flocks of birds just flying off into a different direction. They usually can sense when bad things are coming in our direction. Okay, next. Hibernation. I'm going to underline that so that kind of stands out. Come out a little bit. There we go. Hibernation. And an example of that is bears sleep to save energy. Oh, that's a V. I don't have trouble with my V's and my R's. Bears sleep to save energy. Some other behavioral adaptations. Hunting. So one example is lions. Hunt in packs. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think the female lions are actually who go out and hunt. The lionesses go out and hunt for the pack. Check on that for you guys. Okay, and I have to do a little adjustment on how I had the book placed here. And next, here's a good one. Playing dead. And maybe you've seen this before. I try not to get too close to these things. But opossums. I hear people call them possums too around here. Opossums will play dead. To confuse predators. Now, what is a predator? A predator is something that hunts out prey. Okay, and something that you can remember. Oh, that looks really, sorry about that, kids. So that's TORS. I don't have my white out here. It's at school. You guys know I would stop, white it out, fix it for you guys, but I don't have that here at home. Anyway, a good rhyme to remember when you're trying to figure out whether an animal is a predator or if an animal is prey, real quick, is eyes in the front, I hunt. Eyes on the side, I hide. If you're looking at an animal, see where its eyes are. That'll tell you, usually, it's a pretty good indicator of whether an animal is predator or prey. Eyes in the front, I hunt. So that would be a predator. Eyes on the side, I hide. That would be prey. Okay, just something real quick for you to remember. Okay, moving on. Next, those are, I think that's a pretty good list of behavioral adaptations. Next, we're going to move on to physical adaptations. Physical adaptations. So let me get my other pen here. I'm going to try to keep this on one page, but y'all know I write big. So, okay, physical. Physical adaptation is when a plant or animal changes, there's that word again, to adapt means to change, changes how it looks. Changes how it looks. Okay, let's find some examples. Oops. Examples. Number 1, camouflage. Camouflage, and you just thought that was for your cargo shorts there. Camouflage. Good example of this. When chameleons change the color of their skin, but lizards can do this also. Lizards change their skin color. Oh goodness, my handwriting's bad without my markers. Next, mimicry. Mimicry. To mimic means to copy something. Mimicry. So what is that? It's when an animal changes the way that it looks. So maybe it'll fool you and make it think that it will trick you into thinking it looks like another animal, even though it's something else. And there are certain types of butterflies that can do that. So that's what we're going to use as our example. A butterfly. A butterfly's wings look like an owl's wings. And last one that I'm going to try to fit here is giraffes. So over time, giraffes have adapted to where they have really long necks to where they can eat out of really tall trees. So that's what I'm going to squeeze in here at the bottom. Giraffe's long neck. Reaches, leaves on tall trees. Woo! Fit it all in. Okay, kids, that is adaptations. So as I said before at the beginning of our notes, hopefully it didn't take you too long. But like I said at the beginning of our notes, when you're watching some of these videos I'm going to post for you, just really neat examples of adaptations, think about, is that a behavioral adaptation or a physical adaptation? Okay, I'll be talking to you guys next week. Thanks for watching.